For more than 40 years, Disability Network Southwest Michigan has been helping people with disabilities build independence, challenge barriers, and create a more inclusive community. This is our story and our future. Disability Network Southwest Michigan is an agency run by people with disabilities for people with disabilities. Currently, close to 90% of our staff and board of directors are people with disabilities. We're looking to build communities where disability is accepted and people with disabilities live meaningful lives free of barriers or discrimination.
My name is Ann Coy. I am what's called an independent living specialist. Centers for Independent Living started in the 1970s on the back of the civil rights movement. And when people with disabilities started noticing, hey, I'm also marginalized, I'm also discriminated against, people started coming together and advocating and making change in policy.
I'm Kelly Kellis. I serve as the president and CEO for Disability Network Southwest Michigan. We are socialized in this country to view disability solely as something that can be seen. Disability is so much more. We want to make sure that we have a fully accessible community where disability is recognized as part of human diversity and where everyone truly belongs.
Today, we're still here because the work isn't finished. Every year, thousands of people call us for support, advocacy, and connection. We help people with disabilities connect to programs to get their basic needs met, navigate employment, build leadership, and educate our communities to be more inclusive.
I'm Mona Khaled. I'm the Director of Human Resources and Disability Justice Initiatives. So on average, each year we serve about 3,500 people. For some people, it might be a shorter term interaction, and for other people, it could be a real long-term interaction. We might serve someone as a youth into adulthood as they're transitioning. We tend to build about 40 to 50 ramps per year, and then we do community presentations. We do about 130 per year, recognizing that for systems change work, it needs both that direct service and that community service.
My name is Lisa Brink. I'm the Fund Development Manager at Disability Network. People with disabilities live in a world that wasn't designed with them in mind. They encounter barriers every day, whether that's social, physical, or attitudinal, and those barriers are what we help remove. If somebody with a physical disability can't access a building because there's only stairs to access it, it's the lack of a ramp that's the problem or the issue, not the person using the wheelchair. I remember helping an individual. He had been homeless for years and years, and he was so excited to finally get his own apartment, and I helped him get all the supports that he needed to be able to budget his money and to be able to provide the physical assistance that he needed on a day-to-day basis. And seeing how happy he was and how proud he was really made me feel that much even better. Like, we are doing important work here. It's really empowering for an individual.
My name is Bob Keisho. I've been a volunteer receptionist since 1994, and my disability is blindness from an auto accident. Back in the early 2000s, I used the computer lab to learn how to use voice technology on a computer. Using voice technology has allowed me to connect with the internet and with all the resources I need to connect with. I was very appreciative of the teaching I received here.
My name is Jackie Curtis. I'm the Director of Advocacy and Independent Living Services. I love seeing people be able to live the life that they choose to live. We're all really the same. We all want shelter, we want food, we want to have fun, we want to have friends. We walk alongside people to help them know what their options are, to help them live those independent lives.
My name is Nick, and I've been a client at Disability Network for 7 years. I am autistic, and I've had mental health issues for my whole life. When I first met Jackie 7 years ago, I would not have thought I would be anywhere like where I am today. I'm able to live independently. I have a job, I handle my own finances, and I'm able to advocate for myself and express what I like and don't like, and I'm happy. The only reason I have the life that I do now is because of Disability Network.
My name is Paul Eklund. My title is an accessibility consultant. People do acquire disabilities as they age or through natural circumstances like accidents or that sort of thing. And with that, they need to be able to find additional resources and information that maybe when they were healthier, they didn't need. That natural process isn't going to just end. It's going to be there for as long as humanity's around. So that's why we need to be there.
I'm Tim Sloan. I'm 67 years old. I'm the president of the Brain Injury Association at Michigan, Southwest Michigan chapter. My disability is I've had, obviously being in the brain injury group, I've had several, and I mean several brain injuries. A lot of people who have accidents and they have to learn how to deal with their disabilities. I don't know any other life other than this. If it wasn't for my friends and connections here at Disability Network encouraging me to keep moving on and strive to be a better person, I would not be where I'm at today. So Disability Network has made a big difference in my life.
1 in 10 children have what's called a traumatic brain injury. We're working really hard to get designated as brain injury being a chronic health condition. So that just means this is something that doesn't end after the acute care, after the rehab. This is something that follows you for life. So it's definitely affecting so many people. And so we have more needs than ever before.
My name is Jalen Boyd. My title is Independent Living Specialist. As a person with a disability, when you don't have the accommodations or you don't have the things that you need or you don't feel included, it makes you feel less than. It makes you feel less than human. And so it's very important that we continue to push inclusivity, accessibility, and then, spreading that out to those that are connected to us.
As we look ahead, our priorities are keeping people with disabilities at the center of everything we do. Too often people with disabilities are overlooked and underestimated, and it's part of our role to challenge the narrative by elevating voices, by breaking down barriers, and by educating communities.
I'm a classic example of why people support Disability Network, because like I said, Disability Network, they don't do everything for you, but they hold your hand, they guide you through, they'll help you go through, jump all the hoops, and if you have a problem, they'll still, even after you get things accomplished, they're still here for you. They never leave you, and that's why people should support it.
There's many ways to get involved. People can volunteer with the organization. They can learn just about the disability rights movement and be an advocate, be an ally. Contacting legislators related to what would be helpful to the disability community.
Together, we can build a fully accessible community where everyone belongs. Every story is unique, but the impact is the same. When barriers fall, people thrive. Together, we can break barriers. Together, we can build a community where everyone belongs. Thank you for being part of this journey.